What's up, Sonic? Last return my ass, man. I sent that game back last week. It still hasn't returned. I'll be sending this game back this week, or today. I'll probably just leave that slot open until Last of Us. I don't trust the mail right now. The only problem with setting up a bunch of games for a long time is that once you get them all set up for like, you know, you're doing like 4 or 5 hours of setup, you're ready to like start one of them, right? Then I gotta finish this game. Not that this game's bad or anything, but you know. The next day.
汝は魔女の瞳を用いこの町を雪で閉ざしなんであいつ何も言わねえんだよ
I don't know what you're talking about, man. What's up, Britt?
だからって言われっぱなしかよ俺たちも黙って見てるだけかよ
I mean, the capital of the Macanis people is on the fucking fallen arm. If you mean like some kind of core for the enemy machines or whatever, it's like I have no idea. I don't remember. I remember all the Macanis show up. It kind of all happens pretty quick.
今騒いだらどうなるか考えろ 質問に答えよ
I'm not sure.
いい加減にせんかよせしかしルーガス様ファルジの一族それによってこれほど不幸ふざけそいつの少なくともその左大層な怪我のようだ違うなんならこの場で詳しこらえろやめろうっせえあれだけ逃げるなジェドお前
この後に及んでまだ私を信じている人間がいる本当に
There's some stupid ending where she tries to self-sacrifice for these guys.
俺はいやこの根性は狼を惑わし鷹に取り付いたそう
She thinks she's helping her friends, but I don't think she's helping anybody.
答えは
私は
俺と違う道を選ぶならお前を殺す
Where's she gonna have herself die here? so somebody can grab the gem.
どういう
Okay.
だから
Well, she's gotta go
で
down
き
in
る
a
だけ大
fancy
勢の
way.
確かに見たが
私は私の目の魔石は一度砕けてる。だから万が一カレードビアを使っその時にはラバンやレビ悪い魔女を倒してもう一度ファルジとそれが私は
お前は大勢の前でそんなことが頼め
嫌な役目でもルーガスにしかできないことだから町のために
Mhm.
お前が死んだ後俺が
そうだねそれはルーガスを信じるしかない
信じられるの
信じられるよ
カレードビアを使えば、お前が死んだ後に、
うん
ならば
ありがとうきっとどんな結末に私はその中を
お前一人を生かせはしない、お前がどんな世界へ行こうとも
Okay. We'll see if it happens. I mean, this won't be like the final route, but...
私を狼の子よ兄この赤い
Ooh.
違うジェド
お前たちは
ルーガス様お下がりください邪魔をするなこいつは俺のものだ誰に
Will he do it afterwards? I don't see why he wouldn't, but... I mean, I could see why he wouldn't, but... I feel like he would. But we're really just gonna have it end at this point in the route. Different main character for a bit. Although now those guys might fucking hate him. I guess T is good now. That's one of the deals with like multiple ending things though. That's because you do split off so many times to different deals and you know that you're not at the end of any particular final deal. It does take a little drama away sometimes, right? Like rat stuff is cool, but I do like if there's rat things to have them be a little just kind of like longer. Like a Code Realize one's fine. Or it's like 5 Gigano stories, right? That branch off of an ending. I mean, having little ones like this is fun to like finish it up, you know? Oh, it's cool just seeing the different ones and the what ifs and shit, but when you're supposed to be focusing in, it dilutes it a little bit. Not too much, I mean, it's been fine so far. But I don't feel too much about this knowing there's like more shit. Hopefully Levon and Levy don't get in the way. Because he does need theirs. But doesn't Hugh have Vulgars? Have Hughes. This will be the one. She should really tell other people her plans, man. Oh my god, somebody held Levy back, man. Come home, man. No, it's not really true. At least they're understanding. What is this plan?
待て。
ジェドは君だけ知らないことがあるのは
それだけか。
強いて付け加えるの。たとえその可能性が
自分だけ。
Well, how would he get her soul out of there? Is he gonna pull?
そうはさせない。
I mean, is she in the same place as her like mother,
魂
you
は
know?
今度はお前の番だ。お前の血でお前が貫かれた。
落ちていく落ちていく、全身に水のような手。次第にそんな暗闇と自分の境界。私のから手をかざしても見えないのは、瞳を凝らしても何も見えないのは、失われていく体も私がこのまま消えるのか。何かが、そうだ、その先、私の肩、私のでは、そこから顔があることが失いかけていたものが戻って、誰、私を引っ張ってくれているのは。薄くまぶたを開き、ああ、この人だ。道にも迷わず、本当に。
Is he done moving the trash, dude? Jesus Christ.
必ず迎えに行くと言っただろう。
Fucking nuclear bomb going off every time, dude. Oh, loogie. Loogie's had like 2 endings, man. Uh-oh.
あんまりぼーっとしてると。
あ、
Of course, there's some reincarnation bullshit. She's probably like the one from Black
お
Butterfly.
花
好きってい
For
う
all I
か
know.
ずっとさ。
放課後。
いいけど。
あきちゃんの誕生日がもうすぐだから。
ああ、姫野くんか。
もちろんだよ。
相変わらず仲いいね。
拓也くん。
そうそう、最近はどうし。
それぞれ忙しくしてるけど。
But I don't remember the characters' names from that. I barely remember their looks. She might have been red.
それで湖の上にお城みたいな廃墟があったんだって。
ああ、あの館か。だいぶ前に取り壊されたみたいだ。
うん。でも一度見てみたかったな。
珍しい蝶。それ、
ああ、うん。
まあいい。今度の休みに連れて行く約束をしたから。
いいの？やったー。それじゃあ。
今の。
どうしたの？
うん、
実は。
運命の。
うん。実は。
どうしたの？
かっこよくそういうこと言うのやめてほしい。
弟？
I would have known this would have happened so quick. I would have done it last night, man. Jesus Christ. I've been like going for like 10, 15 minutes already. Rolling through some shit here.
ああ、わかった。母さん無理せず気をつけてくれ。
もう。
ご。
ノット。
ごめん。
いや、問題ない。 入らなくていいのか？
あ、うん。
俺は職員室に行く。
He's
今
got
日
extra
転校してきたばかりだ
fucking.
からな。
Oh, hey, Darker skin. This she looks exactly the same.
そうなんだ。それじゃあ
あ、
That's not supposed to be Lucas.
こうしてそれは全てを忘れてしまっても親からめでたしめでたし。
Oh, put my fucking. Actually, I touched the touchpad a lot. Was this yet another ending? And the other one wasn't on there, right? Now, there's still some fucking ending thing on the flowchart we haven't done. So I imagine that's the real shit. Unless that's like some fucking side, like for fun thing. But it is unlocked. And this is the real shit. Then I'd be wishy-washy on the speed of this ending. This was easily the shortest one, and obviously the main one and everything. In theory, I don't have a problem with it. It was like really quick. That's why it feels like there's other shit coming. Alright, I'm not gonna watch the whole thing. Gentle ending. Now this is the question. Renegade Gamers. There's no point banning those. Might as well just time them out, really. We got two here as well. There's still a lot of unanswered things. Maybe a little bit more resolution of Olgar, Francisca's thing, Ashen Hawks, like old story with Hughes, like a little bit more him maybe. Well, some of this I'm supposed to be remembering.
聞いてもいいかい？
And then these last side episodes.
ずっと泣いていただろう。いいよ。
結局アリアに死者に会い、
それは罪じゃない。君は願い、そのせいで魔石の狂気にただ一つ。だけどね、
バカな。
本当だよ。でも君たちが君の最愛の妻が身ごもり、君の妹、 全てをつないで君たちから受け継がれたもの。僕はこういう時はさあ、
アリア、
オルガ？本当にオル？
ああ、すまない。私は俺は
It's just another
い
spam
いの。
bot.
あなたは絶対
They're probably not even worth banning.
私の名
So I
前を
don't
呼ん
think
でくれ
they
る？
use the same counts twice. They
So
probably just time it out, and that's good enough.
アリア。
おかえりな。
It doesn't matter.
行きましょう。
Those bastards, man. I wonder if they'll ever. I mean, there's gotta be a point where they'll stop someday, right? There's over the years, there's always different kinds of spam bots. I remember, oh, you guys remember the name of the one where it had like a chick's name in it? In the link? People did copy pastes of it. There's one that went on for quite a while, I get like 6 months or more. Anyways, it had, yeah, some chick's name. Yeah, it wasn't too long ago, a few years back, but there's been a bunch over the years, more now than back then. But, and they probably only spam low view channels.
Little 少しだけ羨ましいよ。
この恐ろしい。そうに違いない。
どうし
Suck my dick. You'll be famous.
僕はただ
That's more likely to happen than fucking buying fame from some fucking site, dude. It's some shady as fuck. I think I would try advertising more on other fucking platforms before I'd ever fucking buy any of that shit. I mean, I would never buy that shit anyways, but what does it matter if I have 100 extra viewers when I'm playing Psychedelica, right? Like, I'm not going up any lists. The only list I'd be going up is the total list. And that's not, I'm not gonna be even close to anything there. So it's silly they even try to advertise. I'm always the only one streaming half the games I play. Hell yeah, man.
君がスモールウルフか。
あんたは
私は灰の魔女。そう呼ばれ。
魔女？
君の心から。
Is Ashen Hawks like old lore?
私はずっと旅をしてきた。
だいぶ昔のことだけど、どうも私の肩を止まり木か何か。
Actual hawk. Clematis flowers. Doesn't our dude have a clematis tattoo or whatever? And he's looking for picture books. Unless this kid is Hugh. Then maybe Hugh has some other bit to do with it.
蝶は魂の乗り物だから。私には子供がいるんだ。ゆえあって君と同じくらいの。私はその子の、いや、子供たちのための物語が書きたい。悲劇でも喜劇でもいい。
How the hell did they do that?
「あの子の魂とはいつかまた巡り会える。君とは。
どうして？
それもあるけれど、それだけ
別の世界？
君の物語を最後まで見届けることが。選別に
これは
カレイドビアという。
僕の。
そしてこれは君にもこれから友人ができる。そのそうだ。
That's still flying around my room, dude.
そうす
What
る。
is the lifespan on these
君たちの
motherfuckers,
心
man?
に芽吹く。
Tired of them.
まるでつきものが落ちたようじゃないか。
He's got too much life, man. He's just flying around. I barely see him, so I can't hit him.
人の心を。
これなら次期投手として何。
こっちの方が。
So I'm guessing this is Ashen Hawk that we know.
君にもこれから友人。そのすべ。
君、オルガ。僕はエイプリル。僕と。
Alright. Get a save on that and see what we can do on this extra path here. About all we got left. You gotta wonder how many people in VNs actually just don't ever go explore like different routes or anything. Like I could understand missing, like forgetting this even existed, right? There's nothing to tell you. Like you just kind of do all these and you're like, oh, okay. Guess that's in the game. There's an epilogue and everything, right? And credits and there's plenty of extra shit. We have to read the stranger side stories to get this. Traveler 1.
何をか
物語。
物語。
普通の女の子が一人。つまらない。い
え、そんなこと。
本
当。はい。その。
君だって普通。
そう。
気に障ることを言った。
あ、
He knows all this shit already, I'm sure. So the timeline, this is like way before everything.
Iつでも。
お願い？
もっと普通の言葉で語りかけてほしい。ダメか。
わかった。
Yeah, but he does. He's truly supposed to be like some other version of him. Trash.
灼熱ってことはすごく熱いの？
それはもう昼間は照りつける光に焼かれ、夜は凍えるように冷えてしま
う。あまり住みやすそうなところじゃないね。
でも空が広くて静寂が心地いい場所だった。よく一人で砂丘へ登って風に運ばれる砂の音を聞いたよ。夜は柔らかな砂のベッドに寝転び、空いっぱいに広がる星を眺めるんだ。
空いっぱいの星。
あ、でも 砂漠の盗賊には気をつ
The
けて。
desert bandits.
僕は危険な目に遭ったこともある。
え、
気がついたら盗賊団の一員になって。
うっかり。
そう、
He's got a huge little story list
世
here.
の中にはね、そうい
そんな。
毎日雪に囲まれていると。
Why does she think it's a nuisance if she doesn't know any better?
アッシュは
If
ど
you
う
have
思
nothing
っ
to
てる？
compare it to, then you wouldn't really think of
初
it
め
as
て
a
この
nuisance,
町に
right?
来た時は、
でも
I mean, I guess there is like obvious dry areas,
や
so
っぱり毎日は勘弁
compare
して
some
ほ
up
しい。
inside.
そう。
何？
温めたシチューがいつも。
なるほど。
うんうん。
And there's more
そ
or
の
less
時は
no
ぜひ君
falling.
も一緒に。
アッシュは海
Not
も
really a big,
それはも
huge
ちろん。
fan though.
ああ、君は
知識としては知って。
言葉で伝えるのは難しいね。海の、
そうか。
そんなことはないさ。いつか街の外に出る機会だって。その時は僕が道案内を仰せつかろうか。
この主。
気に入ったならよかった。
うんうん。いいと思う。
ありがとう。
この子可愛くて。
どうしたの？
あ、うんうん。
君も可愛くて。
え？また。
僕から見れば。どうしたの？
Blushing CG.
あ。
I thought it was only supposed to go red when he like was near some kind of gem.
急にと。目がどうか。どれどれ。何もおかしく。
え？
とても綺麗な瞳だ。
まったく。おかわり。
どうもありがとう。
はいはい。
What is it?
どうして。
What's your fucking deal here, man? I guess she's just really worried about the eye, man. Nobody else saw her, nobody gave a fuck, or some weird shit's going on. Just check a mirror, dude. It's not that hard. Like, I've seen a mirror in this setting. Even use like just glass or something, probably would be good enough. Right?
いらっしゃい。
Light.
フランシスカ。
おや
え
どうこちらの
ジェドというの。
そうですか。では僕はこれで。
Later, dude. Well, she doesn't know at this point that Ash is more than aware of everything.
フランシス。
旅の方なんですって。しばらく町に滞在。それであなた。
あのさ。
I don't think shaking your head is actually clears your mind at all, man. Like, damn, I'm feeling really clear, you know? Shake the fuzziness.
どうしたの？え？ごめんなさい。心当たりが多すぎ。
違う。
それだけ？
あのさ。
ジェド。
普段は普通の瞳だけど。
やめなさい。ジェド。
ごめん。
まったくよ。何か？
うん。
あ、ジェ。
It's not turning. Back to the tower, man. I wonder how long this one is, man. I'm just like super focused on old Yugi, or it's gonna be like a quick one. I mean, there's not much left. Gentle ending. How many days we got left, man? I mean, this makes it seem like there's 2 endings left. Final ending, gallery finished, flowchart finished. Maybe some special ending pops up to finish all these.
よかった。今日
どうして？
昨日あんな別れ方。
あ、
いいんだ。
毎日安い給料でこき使われて、あの人とだってろくに会えないし。
おい、落ち着く。
知らない。
ちまった手帳こっちもだ飲み物来ねえぞ待ってくれ
僕のことはいいよ
She's just gonna help him out.
よかったら
本当か
でも店で出すよ
そっちは俺がやるなんだおい誰でもいいが
Okay, assholes, man.
はい
Is she gonna be the barmaid now, dude? The brew maiden? If you're gonna quit your job, you at least not do it at the worst time. Or,
ありがとうございました。
well, I guess depends on how you're getting treated by your boss. Maybe you could stick it to him. He's a super fuck, but this guy seems fine
こっ
enough.
ちはもう
は
お疲れ様。
あ、
謝ること。
でも
君が働いてるところをずっ
いやしかし大したそんな
はい。
見てのと人を増やさねえととてもじゃ
は
ああもちろん他にも雇うそれに頼む給料だってはず
君がここで働く。
Yeah, but we're not gonna have a fucking chit chat.
ああそれでいい
それじゃあ明日
これから一人で帰るの。
大丈夫だよ。
いやよくね部屋ならいくつか空いてるし
でも
そうさせてもらうといい。
You can sleep together.
安心しなそっちの仕事は別
なんでもない。
Old Sax Tavern.
なんならここに
それは考えておきます。
I mean, yeah, she has to pretend to be a dude, but I mean, does she completely hate her lifestyle? I don't think so.
普通に
She's gonna have to tell her brothers and shit.
そっか。
いや、ずいぶんとは
アッシュの方
寝起きの顔を見たのは。あとついてるといえば。
おうおはようさん
ちょっと
Like your face, man.
さあ。
木の実の卵パイとリブ肉の
おいご苦労さん
はい
しかしすまなかったなでよどう
それじゃあ
ああ
Anything, dude. Help yourself to the tab. Alright, where the fuck is this one going, man? I do have a level of impatience growing right now with this. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's like, it's not like it's uninteresting at all, it's just that after all of the craziness and stuff, it's like the novelty of her maybe not being Miss Red Eye and what that would really entail. Possibly. He's not that cool to like see. Especially if it's just gonna be her working in a bar for like 2 hours. Especially after all of the meta shit, right? Is this a split?
おや、
アッシュ？
君もね。
This is up late, dude.
どうし
アッシュは前に。
うん。
そんなことないんだ。
話をし。
え？
これは誰にも話したことがない。
Enough with the blinky eye, man.
今は幕開ということ。僕が旅人ということは前に
Hug outfit.
僕は一人で旅をする前、
魔女。
肩を怪我してしまってね。冷たい雪にこのまま命を失う。魔女は別に伝承のように恐ろしいことをするわけじゃ。彼女は一人きりで暮らしていた。たまに千里が変わった女性だった。人嫌いの人好きで、魔女の力はその娘にも受け継
I
がれ
know who that is. I don't know. I've seen who she is in the notes.
た。わけあって僕は魔女たちから離れることになったけれど、だから
その魔女たちは。
大昔の話。
じゃあ
どうしてだろうね。僕が魔女の物語に執着する。
アッシュ。
僕は
え？
だから君と話をするの。例えば僕が君の目に映らなければ、僕は君とここで話すシーンに。
それは。
僕はここで君と話した時間はとても楽しかった。君は？
うん。
He's very ambiguous.
毎日楽しいよ。
Even his existences. That's why it's kind of like they're just to end this simply with some light stuff and have you try to fill in the blanks. I mean, fill in the blanks endings and, you know, not explaining every bit of lore is fine and dandy if what's there is satisfying enough, and the rest is just kind of
だから
supplementary. But I feel like what we got down here, while, you know, the alternate endings were cool enough, the actual final one, all was okay. I mean, it wasn't like, no, it definitely feels like there's way more going on.
さ。
But it's never clean.
自分で。
Never clean. And they are clean, but takes a while.
構わないよ。ごめんね。
Sorry for what?
早くおやすみ。
Dream of an intermission.
すべて忘れ。
今日はなんかおすすめある？
Fucking Jid.
いい野菜が入ったって
ひどい
店長
野菜か。
かしこま
We fully checked every scene and make sure there's no like extra shit. I mean, the thing is, that could be one of the achievements, so just like 100% completing every dialogue option, because it does mark them, so I wouldn't actually be surprised.
そんなん
そうかな。
まさか
おーい。
はーいごめんね
ほん
そんなんじゃな
僕としてはちょっと。
やっちま。
もうあんたのでもいいの？
酒がまずくなる。いいんだよ。ああ。
ああこの浮気も
違う。
私知らない。待つのはあん
Take
た
it
の方
out
よ。
of the
私
fucking
が必死に
tavern
働い
then.
てる間に別の女作った信じらんない。
何？そこまで言われる。
はあ
Not really her
会
job.
えないのが嫌で
ああ。この店見てみろ。お前がやめ。まあ。
え
おいよ。今。
だからって
何よ。
そんなことないよ君がむしろ私に代わってから
Where's the
少
other
しお客
tavern
さんは
worker
減った
man,
か
the
もしれ
sex
ない
worker?
本当
She's the best.
この人と会える時間がな最初は自分勝手な
でもさっきの女はそういうんじゃねえんだ。
でも
お前が仕事辞めたって聞いて嬉しい反面俺がな。
自分に正直
でも
せっかく好きな人同士で付き合ってるんだから
今回だけ
ああ、約束する。
This punk, this dude looks like he's fucking cooked out of his mind, man.
いや悪く
うん
それでよ物はもちろん仕事が減らす。
アッシュごめん
自分なんでもな
夜
よかった。話したいことがあるんだ。
So is he gonna have like 2 people working here? Is she out of a job?
ごめん。
う
ならよかった。
行くって
それはつい
This traveler one's got some life to it so far, but not really much has happened.
いいか。もう少君に見せたかった。
こんな場所が。
僕も最初に。
どうして。
君に。自分に正直に。
That's great, buddy.
だから僕も自分に。
でも。私も
本当？
そばにいるとドキドキするし、こんなこと初めてわからないんだけど。
I've seen some of love stories in this, man.
嬉しい。
Would you mind if I embraced you? I should try that line, dude. I'm going to embrace you now. Please write down your answer on this official waiver. Some CG. 100% gallery. That's an uh-oh, boys. That is actually an uh-oh.
君に僕を見てもらいたい。
まだ
不思議だよね。
That means we're done with the story pretty much. There's gonna be no big things, because big things have big CGs, and gallery finish is all
どう
CGs.
して謝る。
僕の物語を読んでもらうということは、君がこれから
私がアッシュに会いたかったから。
僕は、だから。
Maybe there's still some shit. We still have the last note too. Maybe that'll cinch it in a satisfying way.
おとぎ話。
He's just giving everything up as Jed? Like, what the
どうし
fuck?
たの？
Could at least tell them.
嬉しい。
And be like, hey, you know, I'm not Jed, but I'm still here. Well, that's nice if I understood a little bit more about Hugh. Traveler's Ending. Another ending. We're not done with the flowchart. It's possible there's just no extra CGs in there. Oh, there's Traveler in a weird direction.
何をお探しですかな。またい
Am I gonna have to look up how to unlock this?
Ask him to blow it with warmth, parsley, sage, rosemary, thyme, and so
Maybe depending on the choice you make up here. But then they should just make it a route split. I'm just gonna look it up. Because we're still missing notes too. Okay, note. They're not telling us how to find it. Okay, so depending on traveler, always go to sleep, go down to the taverns, the next one. Do I just autoplay this until that point then? This is a shitty guy. Otome Kitten. Let's lock this roll while I'm chilling here. So the heroin ending is the true ending. Oh, there we go.
どうだった？
あなたずるいわ。周りの人でもこのお話では普通の女の子になることを、この子の目にはあなたは素敵な。
君は僕
思わないわ。それにあなた、この子のことが一緒にいて楽しかったの。それはあなたはもう灰の魔女と暮らしていた鷹じゃないのよ。
The hawk that lived with the
何
Ashen
者にだってな
witch.
れるんだから。恋の相手にだって導き手にだって。
So he was the
あなた
hawk
次
that
第
died
で好きな未
originally?
来を選ぶことができるわ。
And his soul left or whatever?
それはそれじゃあ
どこへ？
流れ着くまま次の場所へどこかでそれじゃあ
お名前。
ジェド。
それは本当？
エアル。
エアル。決めた。
So Arya was like, has met her daughter
こんなと
and
ころ
all
に
this other
あれ俺
shit.
がちょうどよかった。
Yeah, so I'm guessing he can just float around and bring people to whatever plane of existence and time he wants, man.
出かけるぞ。
一体どこに？
もうすぐだ。
Is this gonna prevent her from being burned alive?
つけばわかる。
すごい。
これを見せてやりたく。
それでわざわざ。
いや、
ペンダント。
Oh, this is before that.
これをお前に渡したくてな。
私。
結婚してから俺の一番大切なものを。気に入って。
いいえ、ペンダント。ペンダントもとっても素敵。本当。あなたはいつも一生懸命な人。そんなあなたとあなたの大切にして。
そうか。
それとね、あなたの
何？
She gets to decide on the name, dude.
っていうの。
Whipped, man.
エアル。
What's up, man?
女の名前。なぜわかる？
だって私は魔女です。
未来を見ること。
それでどうかしら。
良い名だ。とても。
この子はね、フランシスカのあなたのように。
俺は
私にはわかるわ。
Not one of them are wrong. What about the one where they turn into a bunch of psychotic murderers, man? This feels more like a true end thing. I mean, I guess it's not really like a true end, but it's a good way to finish it out. Compared to whatever it's to, this one's like weird to get to. It's the only one that requires you to make a funky choice that doesn't have anything to do with actual routes. There's the plaid, dude. There's still a note we're missing, though. So let's get back there. What did I think of it? Hey, give me a minute. There might be still a note. A picture book. Why is this isn't part of it?
昔々あるところ
Oh,
に
is this just the entire
2
picture
つの
book?
獣たちはとても仲が悪く
That doesn't matter then.
そんなある
It's
日
the non-broken
女
apart
は
one.
どうして獣私た女はあなたた
PV
ち
time.
あなたたちの子供その争い獣は私たちはずっとその連鎖をそうして獣たちは女の言葉を
I
忘
need to
れ
take a piss before we talk about it too and get a drink.
ある日2匹は野をかけ山をしかし
I should have finished
灰
it
色の
yesterday.
獣は獣は悩みましたこのままでは私は
Well, everything was more fresh. I figured we had like 2 to 5 hours left, but it was like an hour
それから一夜どうか私たちの
past.
Kemono
That, I guess it was
の心を
also
削い
me
でください。
expecting shit.
女はその願いをこれで獣はしかし願いには女のそうこれは魔石魔女は獣はそれな魔女ならば獣はそれな魔女はならばそして獣は二種族の獣たちは魔女は蝶となりどこかこうしてめでた
The end. Alright. I'm gonna take a piss. I'm gonna grab a drink. And then we'll talk about it. Alright. Talk about it and I'm gonna go put this in the mail. And I'll probably turn the stream off, decide what we're playing next, then turn it back on or something. So yeah, what did I think of it? I thought overall it was pretty solid. I didn't think it was the best thing ever. It wasn't like great, but I thought it was worth reading, and I would definitely like recommend it to people. I think if anything could be kind of levied against it, anything that would kind of take away from the overall feel, I think a pretty slow start, which it's very comfy of a start, but it's very front loaded. Like it's like half the playtime is like your first 3 chapters pretty much, because each map has like short episodes and a bunch of little dialogues, and you don't have to do them all, but it would behoove you to do them because it's character development and little things like that. There's even little meta hints here and there. So maybe I went a little too ham on that, but I think it's a little slow. It's not bad slow, it's not like annoying slow. They're all enjoyable little skits and comfy stuff, but it's a little slow. Not a big deal though. Really the middle I don't have big issues with. I mean, you know, you could just say in concept maybe it's not like giga always super exciting, but it's trying to be more of a comfy, you know, romance thing with this kind of fairy tale, slightly meta kind of vibe going on. I think it definitely nails that atmosphere, and I think the pacing of the story and the tone of that, especially in the middle bits, I think it helps kind of fit that kind of feel. Which links? Huh. Interesting. But yeah, I'd say the biggest part really I didn't maybe like is actually the ending there. I think going through these, some of these are okay, some of them are kind of cool, just like, you know, let's explore different romance things and kind of what happens and stuff. And I think, you know, like Levon endings isn't super exciting. Levy's is cool enough. You know, they're cool as like a, hey, here's an ending for the guy and like a story about it. And you know, they're like an hour or more. Peace, the Wolf Brothers one's kind of cool and kind of like a bad psycho ending way. But surprisingly, the actual ending and what's, I guess, considered like a true route is like 20 minutes long. This whole thing is like super short. I mean, yeah, you can, like, there's all the Ashen Hawk stuff, which you do, I guess, get an explanation for some of the Ashen Hawk stuff. You kind of get explained who Hugh is. It's definitely more of a hands-off, like, you infer stuff, or you read the notes, and it kind of gather little things. It's not, like, a big part of the narrative, right? Like, it's a lot of your backstory there is going to be on your more mysterious characters is told through kind of supplementary stuff. And a lot of your big meta stuff is told through exposition, but not in like the usual, like it's super annoying kind of way. Like Hugh is this exposition guy, but he's also this kind of weird kind of god dude who can go everywhere. I think leaving him as kind of a mysterious figure who can kind of do all of these things is neat. I think maybe they could have gave him a little bit more solidarity, like a little bit more like actual like solid, like he exists a little bit more, like so we kind of know what he is a little bit more. Like it's cool like trying to figure it out. Like I get he's like the hawk that died, and through some kind of spiritual mumbo jumbo he's able to kind of like witness all the stories from different times, and he's kind of just like an observer. I mean, I guess that's all you really need to know. But I guess I ask myself those little questions because the ending's so short. Like it's like it felt like there was more things that kind of needed to get sort of wrapped up here and there. Maybe it was just more satisfying kind of way to like cinch the whole meta thing. I mean, they did introduce the entire setting in a meta way pretty quickly. They alluded to it and foreshadowed it for quite a while, but when they definitely got to it, they just kind of, everybody just kind of boom, we just went with it, and it was the driving force to all these branches and shit. And I didn't think that was a big issue, but I figured there'd be, because I mean, Black Butterfly had like a 2-3 hour plus final thing, right? So I just kind of figured it'd be, you know, you get all of your side shit done, and then you kind of have like a longer true route. It's weird. It's odd to be like the true thing with the epilogue and everything to be like the shortest thing by like a country mile. So, but overall though, I think it was good. I think the characters are pretty well realized. It definitely leans a little bit more on romance, but it doesn't get like too tropey. I mean, you get some similar archetypes. I think Levon was probably the usual guy. He wasn't a very fun romantic thing, but he was kind of this oddball who was sort of had his weird routes. It was mainly Levy, Lugas, and Levon, and then there's just a lot of extra characters who do cool things. So I did like that it wasn't this massive harem. It was more focused, and the people who weren't like huge love interests kind of had just like weird little endings. Most of the endings really are kind of like bad endings, like not in the sense they suck, but in the sense that they're kind of not happy-ish. They're kind of weird, twisted ones. Not like hardcore twisted. This is the only one that's like super graphic, but you know, like this one, like she just ends up living in a fucking tower forever in some blizzard, right? Like same with the Lugas one. She just is like in a room pretty much the rest of her life and kind of likes it, but it's kind of weird. But yeah. Anyways, yeah, I think the characters were fine. I think Lugas was definitely the best of the main squeezes, but everybody else was enjoyable and they kind of served their point. T kind of got robbed. Jed had a weird moment of really out of character moment. It was like evil there. It was. I feel like they could have executed maybe the CGs or Jed's anger at the moment a little better. It felt like it was almost like she was just possessed. But really most of that was fine. So I think the Olgar thing was cool. Francisca being this kind of like weird. The twist that she's like this kind of demented person and stuff was kind of neat, and you could kind of get her logic. Not that you agreed with it, but it was kind of a neat. It was kind of a neat little twist. Yeah, so I think the characters were fine, and that's where most of it is, right? 'Cause like I said, most of it's character building all at the beginning, a comfy setting, and talking to the different townspeople and stuff here and there. I don't think it's like insanely sad. It's not like the best character building or the most comfy shit or the most, you know, awesome, you know, thrills or meta stuff. But I think, you know, it tries to do most of that. And for the most part, it succeeds. Yeah. The art, I think, was good. I don't like the triangle hair shit. I get that's supposed to be their stamp of like uniqueness, but I didn't really think it was necessary. But it wasn't a problem. Overall, the art's pretty crispy. You can tell, you know, I'm playing on a Vita game. It's a Vita game, getting upskilled a bit. Same problem with Black Butterfly. Some of the assets kind of don't scale up as well. There's a little bit of blur, and sometimes when the sprites are jumping forwards and backwards, they get a little less defined. Not a huge deal, but it's definitely a thing. For that matter, there's a lot of sprites. Shitload of small sprites. Like almost every fucking NPC has sprites with multiple, you know, facial expressions. Quite a few CGs. It's not bad on the CG department. Like 4 by 13 here. I mean, that's like what? It's like 52 plus, you know. 55, and they have multiple versions of each one. And not too bad. It gets the job done for sure. You knew when they were coming. Most of them are romantic. It definitely adds a little bit of flavor. For a 20-something hour VN, not a bad amount of CGs for sure. Not a shitload of actual backgrounds and places, but it is a small, kind of comfy town, and they have enough. I think if they're gonna like kind of make it more of a thrillery thing and they go to more places and do more shit in the town, they definitely want a little bit more, but for the most part they had enough that made sense for sure. I think maybe like one or two more in the market area probably would have been good. You spent a lot of time in the market on a lot of different areas. I think maybe making like one or two more there would have kind of kept it feeling a little more fresh in that respect. But yeah, so good art overall. I think the art style was solid. I think the character design's nice. They look pretty cool. I think their costumes, you know, their outfits like Jed's and shit looks good. It's definitely got that kind of like Renaissance-y looking mixed with like medieval fantasy thing going on, and I think it matches well enough. Oh yeah, speaking of characters, I think Jed's a pretty good main character. I think Jed's pretty enjoyable. I thought the novelty of the girl pretend to be a boy, pretend to be a girl thing was well done enough in the fun little scenes. I think the explanation for her doing it kind of fell apart, especially when the hawks and the wolves were not at each other's throat. But I get they wanted to kind of introduce it like that and kind of have it be more of a story gag and novelty thing than really something that was just this infallible plot holeless deal. So I think that was fun. I also think it meant that they had to kind of make her a character that wasn't just the pretty princess, which was cool. It's supposed to be like Levon and Levy or something. I mean, this is like Lucas. This one has a few variations, right? Or is that the next CG? But yeah, I think, you know, they had to, since they were doing the tomboy living multiple lives kind of thing, they had to kind of write her to be a little different, which I thought was cool. Definitely had her own character. It wasn't like super self-inserty. I mean, you definitely fell into those like Atome trips where she needed somebody to be holding on her and grabbing on her and stuff. But it was just kind of like moments of like fan service weakness. I never felt like the character was like unable to do things. So yeah, pretty enjoyable character, I'd say. Yeah, music. I think the music was comfy. I think there's some tracks that are too repetitive. I do think like, you know, a lot of the exploration maps, which I mean is a good like third to half of the game. Some of the songs really should flow into the map because it resets it every 10 seconds essentially when you pick a new one. You go to the map, it resets the song. You pick the memory, it resets the song. You go to the map, it resets the song, and so it kind of adds to the repetition of going through townspeople's memories, which kind of make them less appealing because they are kind of short already and not super interesting. But overall, there's a good few songs. It's not a shitload, but I do like the kind of fairy tale vibe going on. I mean, it's got a comfy kind of you're in a snow town vibe to it. You know, you're kind of soft Latin vocal things going on here and stuff like that. Yeah, music was cool. Some of it was better than others for sure, but overall none of it was like shit. Yeah, I think jumping into the meta thing, back to the kind of thing I had the most problem with, which was kind of the length of the final bit of the ending. I feel like it was like rushed, the true ending. I think in concept, having it so that Lugus like kills himself too to meet her in the abyss, and then they end up reincarnated and like all the Fata Morgana or some weird shit. It'll be totally fine. But like, I feel like it needed to be like 3 times as long. The drama here, even though there's a lot of CGs, it felt kind of just, I don't know, it kind of felt like forced or unnecessary. I know they were building it up a bit, and I did kind of come into this a day late, day after. Best CG in the game, boys. Kino. I feel like Ashen Hawk deserved better. He kind of got just, like, he kind of just got shat on, man. He didn't really even do that much wrong. He didn't really do anything wrong, but like, he just was kind of a product of his, like, you know, people around him, and I mean, I guess ignorance of it. But that's kind of what I mean. I feel like they could have made the true ending like a couple hours longer. Kind of maybe wrapped up a few things with that. Maybe have her go on her final decision to do that and call it a day, and lead into longer. The scene could have lasted longer. Getting Lugus being the main dude essentially at the end could have been like covered a little bit better. Feel more like impact with them together is like a romance interest, and him like killing himself and meeting her there. And then I think I don't mind them pulling the meta thing, because that's kind of, you know, Psychedelica at this point, and their spirits, I guess, returning to the earth instead of fully being fucked. But I think they could have expanded on it a little bit. I mean, he kind of doing his thing here. I don't even, it doesn't feel even like they just left it ambiguous. It feels like it was like rushed a bit. Even if it's like a million CGs, it's like super short. Like, it's like 20 minutes long. And the other people's routes are like over an hour, so. It has to have a show soon. There's a Smash character releasing this month they got to reveal. Dude, maybe they'll just ghost drop it, because nobody cares about the ARMS character already. I don't know what their plan is. I mean, they didn't have a show for Origami King. Right? I mean, maybe they'll just release a 40-minute video of Sakurai talking about this ARMS character and why you should love it. But anyways, yeah, I guess I've kind of rambled on it enough for the most part. I think story-wise, most of the flowchart endings were fun enough. They were good, kind of like what-ifs and alternate, you know, you're with this dude or that dude kind of things, and briefly kind of got over their issues and stuff. And, you know, they weren't like Code Realize where you go like super deep into like a fucking like 7-hour plus story for that one person, right? And the overall plot didn't have that kind of excitement either, but what it did have was a nice kind of comfy, slightly meta, fairy tale kind of ambiguity going on. Not like the best meta thing ever, you know. It's probably not your best slice of life thing ever, but I'd recommend it for sure. It definitely is not, like, Black Butterfly was shit. I wouldn't recommend that one, but I would recommend this one if you don't mind Otome and you want kind of a comfy semi-romance thing for a few days. Definitely left kind of a hollow taste, definitely, but look at the end there. But everything else up to that point, I was definitely interested in. There's pretty decent writing, nice little drama and twists, and kept you pretty interested. And there's dudes biting shoulders and stuff. But she's like, her face here, like she just loves loving it, dude. It's the weirdest facial expression in the whole game, man. I'll just leave it on this one. But yeah. So overall, thought it was totally fine. Better than I expected. Not the best Fion I've ever read, but far from the worst. A lot better than Udawara Remoto. I think that's a lot of the reason this seems better to my mind than maybe it is or something. It's because we read a shitty one before this. But Next, Atome will read probably Code Realize, Wintertide Miracles. And Code Realize has romance, but it's a lot more focused on like kind of the stories. Although the fan discs have a lot more romance. I didn't even do all the fucking romance stories in the last one. So we'll do Wintertide probably, or like Amnesia or some dumb shit, right? But we'll have other VNs I think before that, I'm thinking. I feel like there's more to discuss, but it's kind of just me rambling, so not much really discussing there actually is. I think if it was like double the length, and it kind of went way deeper on like a lot of these like plot points like Francesca and more dialogue, or maybe they went into more of this kind of like weird afterlifey thing with Arya and shit there. Like Arya talks to them as kids through like this kind of weird afterlife, and I get that the place they're in is supposed to be like the halfway point between life and death, so you can just explain it away like that, but I think maybe having a little bit more, I was like, I guess everything doesn't need to be explained, but there's certain things you want to have be ambiguous, and certain things you want to be a little bit more defined, right? Especially when it comes to character arcs and stuff. And the notes kind of try to do that. That's what the notes are kind of for, but they're not really like that long. So. And it was cool seeing like Olgar, I guess, get with his wife. I'm guessing that was like after he died or some shenanigan, but... Oh, there you go. This is actually the closest thing you'll get to like fan service in the whole game. That isn't like a romance style. I guess there's this one too, yeah. Well, this is more supposed to be some spooky lady. Also don't explain why she has one red eye. When her mom has two. And they try to have Lawrence and stuff be in and like link you into Black Butterfly, but I don't mind them, I guess, just being loose references, because I barely even remember them in the original. So I guess that was kind of a cool way to have it still be like Flick. Kind of connected, but not like super connected. But yeah, kind of out there. Anyways, I think we're good. So these are all just credits. That's what's funny. Oh, we can watch the OP one last time. I'm curious how much it spoils. You should always rewatch OPs when you're done to see just how much they spoil. You shouldn't watch OPs to any VN before you play them, I would say. Because they usually spoil a lot. This was one of those that maybe if I looked up some like memories and shit and people pieced together some little shit, maybe I'd gather a little bit more stuff, but it doesn't feel like one where they're like purposely trying to have you piece shit together. It feels more like they kind of just rushed a few things. If I was gonna recommend Atome to anybody, it'd still be Code Realize, but this one definitely has its fun little thing. Like this right here, that's from the first game, I'm pretty sure. And that weirded me out when I watched this. I thought we were gonna get a bunch of stuff. I think it's just to kind of have like loose connections. The world's connected and psychedelicas are happening and shit. That's not really that much spoilers. It actually gives you the impression it's going to be more connected to the first than it actually is. It's this like weird Fucking bait spoil thing. What game now? I don't know. Today I was setting up Trails 2, Persona 1, Mario 3D Land, New Super Mario Bros. On the DS. That's pretty much it. One of those would be okay, or maybe something else. I am going to turn the stream off though, because I don't know for sure. And I'm going to go put this in the mail. And then, should be back. If I can't make a decision, I'm just going to watch some shit and chill. Appreciate you guys watching. There should be something. I mean, I was setting up shit for a lot of the day, but I am definitely not through enough a day to not stream anymore. I think stuff like this, there's some decent like visuals and stuff that match the fairy tale vibe. I mean, they even had the picture book stuff and all that for this reason. Well, I guess I played a lot of anime stuff that had like the picture book thing going on. I mean, fucking Liar Princess or whatever, and the Blind Prince and all that kind of had it. And I think Monster used it for a bit. You don't see much like, hey, fairy tale. You know, there's a bunch of like Alice kind of crap always everywhere. You don't see as much fairy tale reference type of shit as much in like Western media these days. It's definitely more like anime, which is fine. I mean, I like it. All right, I will catch you guys in a bit, probably. Thank you for watching.